All right, this video is going to show you something about similar shapes that you probably deal with all the time. If you're posting a picture on Instagram in this example, you can post it in landscape mode, as a square, or in portrait mode. So if I wanted to post my picture on Instagram, if I tried to put it in landscape mode and I got it the right height, it wouldn't be wide enough. If I got it wide enough, then it would be too tall. If I tried to post it in square mode, if it's the right width, it's not tall enough. And if I make it tall enough, it's too wide. And then finally, in portrait mode, I can make it so that it's the right width, but then it's not tall enough. And if I make it tall enough, it's way too wide. So we need to take our picture and crop it so that it's similar in shape to either landscape mode, square mode, or portrait mode. But that's going to require us to cut off part of the picture to make our picture similar to the one that's required by Instagram. So to start with, we're going to look at landscape mode. And so if I take my picture and my picture is 2 inches by 2.37 inches, and Instagram says that it can be 608 pixels by 10,080 pixels, which works out to a ratio of 1.91 to 1. I can find out how tall I need to make my picture so that it fits in their space by doing this proportion. Instagram requires 1.91 to 1, and my picture has a width of 2.37, and I'm going to find the cross product in order to find out the required height. And when I work that out, the required height is 1.24. So if I take my picture and I crop it to 1.24, this is what it's going to look like. Now it's the right shape, but I've crossed off everything about being at the state championship race. So now it's the right shape, but it's still not the right size. So I need to scale it down, keeping it similar. And now you can see it's going to fit in their space exactly. But the part of the picture that's missing is the part of the picture about being at the state championship race. All right, if I want to put it in square mode, I have the same problem. So my picture is 2 by 2.37, but they require 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels, which is a ratio of 1 to 1. So if I do this proportion, 1 over 1 equals x over 2, I can find out that the bottom of my picture needs to have a width of 2, which means I'm going to need to cut some people out of the picture possibly. So if I crop my picture down to exactly 2, the picture will look like this. And now it's the right shape, although not the right size. So I scale it down. And you can see I can get it just about the right height and the right width to fit. But part of Mr. Giffen is now missing from the picture. If I want to put the picture in portrait mode, I have to do the same thing. I'm going to have to crop it to make it the right size. So my picture is 2 inches by 2.37, and Instagram requires 1350 pixels by 1080 pixels, which is a ratio of 4 to 5. So I need to shrink the bottom of my picture to 1.6 or crop it to 1.6, which means a lot of the picture is going to be missing. And now it's the right shape, and I can make it the right size, but I'm missing some of the picture. So it looks like the best way to crop the picture to keep everything that I want in the picture is probably change the picture either to landscape mode, or if I want to keep everything on the top and get rid of a small amount of the picture on the left-hand side, I could use square mode.